So I moved here. Well, before I moved here, I was living in Tennessee. During that time, I was really concerned about my education and going to college. I really wanted to get an education. I thought it would be really important and help me for work. I was thinking about nutrition. I found that really interesting, and I always fed my family really healthy food, and it was important to me. So I got interested in nutrition really back when I was in school, when I was going to MSSD. During that time, it was all about hippies and peace, and eating healthy was really prominent during that time. So I went to a health food store in Washington, D.C. It was really small, and I looked around, and there was a lot of really strange foods, all different types of whole wheat flours and all different types of shampoos. So I looked around at everything, and I found this book called Back to Eden. And it was a cookbook, and it was one of New York's bestsellers. So I figured I would buy the cookbook, and I bought the shampoo. It smelled really good. I liked it. So I brought it home, and I tried the shampoo, and my hair felt really nice. It was great. I'm not really sure what it was made up of. I compared it with my other shampoo, but I looked through the cookbook, and I looked at all the recipes, and I realized that I didn't have all the ingredients, and they were really expensive. So I kind of just gave up on that. So later on in life, I got married, and I was a really lousy cook. I just wasn't that great. I did get a Betty Crocker cookbook, and that was, when I first really learned how to cook. Well, I really learned how to cook back in high school. I did take classes, and I really enjoyed it. But it was so easy. It was just the basics, like how to measure, how to use the oven and bake. But when I was at home, I had no idea what I was doing. I was really awkward in the kitchen. But I had a Betty Crocker cookbook, and I went through it, and I followed the recipes, and I learned how to cook all different things, and I really, took a liking to cooking. And from that point on, I really started to enjoy it. So, during that time, I moved to North Carolina, and my friend, she was working with me. I worked for a store called Belk. I worked in the headquarters, and it was similar to the store Macy's. It sold, they had upscale apparel and, different things like that, but the name of it was called Belk, and it was really popular in the South. And I worked in the office, and there were a couple of other deaf and hard of hearing people that worked there, and one day they asked me if I wanted to go order lunch from the deli nearby. So I thought, yeah, sure, I'll go with you, why not? So when we got to the deli, oh my goodness, I was so fascinated on all the different types of foods they had there, and they had a bunch of books. I ordered an open-faced deli sandwich, and it was delicious. There was a bunch of sprouts on top, and I just thought it was really, really good. And, it was good for you too, so that's always a plus. So then I went back again on my own so that I could take my time and look at everything. And I looked around, and I bought a book. Well, the book was called Are You Confused? And I was like, yeah, no, I'm confused. That's me. So I bought that book, and oh my goodness, it was so hard to understand. There was all these big words, and I had to get a dictionary, and I looked through my dictionary, and I would look up each word until I could understand everything. And I went through the whole entire thing until I got through it and understood. It was hard. But then after that, I decided to go through my room refrigerator and all my cabinets, and I just got rid of all my junk food. Anything that was high in sugar, that was it. I got rid of it. I started tossing it all out. And I started to follow the cookbook and follow all the recipes. And it was time consuming, but I felt really good, so it was worth it.
Okay.